Leclerc is
Go on,
ahead
George.
of this battle.
Oh, my prediction's not going to come true unless there's a major crash up front.
Oh, that's got to be water on the track or something. And that was just a lazy little loop.
What's going on, guys? This is JJ here, back with a new video. Today we're going to take a look at the 2022 Hungarian Grand Prix. We just took a look at the qualifying highlights, literally back to back. If you haven't gone and seen that qualifying video, the little info card is here. Otherwise, just go check it out on the channel. It was amazing. It was actually amazing. George Russell getting pole right on the last lap with Lewis DRS failing, Max Verstappen's car breaking down essentially all over the place, Checo not even making Q3, and both the Ferraris, Charles Leclerc not able to better Carlos Sainz improving his time, and then George Russell still beating that. Amazing. It's been an amazing weekend for England in general, hasn't it? It's been a great weekend for them. But anyway, we're going to take a look at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Predictions. Guys, I'm going to predict the George Russell W. I'm going to predict the George Russell W. I don't know why. I'm kind of excited to see it. I'm thinking George Russell. I have a feeling Verstappen will still find his way in. So I'm going to say Verstappen. I'm going to say Verstappen P3. And I'm going to say Charles Leclerc P2. Unless Ferrari find a way to mess things up. It's possible. I have a feeling Carlos Sainz will be the one to mess things up, not Charles Leclerc. But anyway, we're going to take a look at the Hungarian Grand Prix. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let's get into the video. As well, guys, you can find the original video down in the description below. I apologize, the sun is, still setting here on Sunday, so it's going to be a little bright. It's going to be a little bright in here, but yeah, I mean, you can find the video in the description, but also it'll be probably blurred out, so apologies. It's copyright, but yeah, let's do it. Let's go.
It's lights out and away we go, and it's a decent reaction from George Russell and also from Carlos Sainz, who covers over his teammate Charles Leclerc. Now that could give Lando
turn one,
Norris
turn one, turn one, turn one, turn one, turn one.
Get down the inside.
And he turned one. Oh my God!
Charles Leclerc. Russell's got the inside line.
Ooh, George Russell cut him off. Good deal.
Off Carlos Sainz as Lewis Hamilton goes wide and then comes back onto the track behind Lando Norris in fourth. Decent.
Did Lewis Hamilton start P7 and already get to P5?
Start from Max Verstappen as well.
He got a great start. So did Verstappen. Verstappen got a great start too.
You can see immediately the Ferraris have fired their tyres up. They've got grip, they've got confidence. Russell really struggling to get the car to turn in and stay on the racing line.
But that was a very key move, defending into turn one, and Russell preserves that lead, and someone's gone off the track.
Both of the Red Bulls are already next to each other.
Towards the back, we've seen Lewis Hamilton ahead of both Alpines, and he's putting...
Okay, so Red Bull, they're gonna make this a race. They're gonna 100% make this a race.
Pressure
both the Red Bulls are already up there.
Alonso puts pressure on his teammate Esteban Ocon. Verstappen there ahead of Perez. Coming from behind Perez is Kevin Magnussen. Good start from him. Down at the inside goes Max Verstappen on Esteban Ocon. We've seen these two tangle in the past. That was a lovely clean move. Under braking from Max Verstappen. Damage to other cars, but damage limitation for Verstappen here. And that was fabulous. But there's Sergio Perez and Esteban Ocon. We've seen one Red Bull pass an Alpine, and there's another Red Bull going past the Alpine.
Wow.
Perez puts himself up into 8th.
Checo in 8, Verstappen in 6 and 7.
Final corner, but look how they can run.
Dude,
so
this top 7 is sick.
For so much longer during the course of this year, but Hamilton wants to be
ahead of
Lando Norris, and he gets the move done into that.
And so does the Red Bull. The Red Bull's right there too.
Norris is going to be under pressure now from Verstappen, heading down into turn 2.
And Verstappen's going to take him too.
Verstappen's got ahead of Lando.
The Verstappen and Hamilton are so good together, guys. I wish they were on the same team. They have the same brain. Like, they have the exact same brain. They're so aggressive in driving.
The two behind him did. An extra 16 kilometers an hour really helped and made all the difference. As Charles Leclerc stops. Leclerc inherited the lead of this race.
Oh, wow. Yeah, Charles Leclerc is...
Stop. No one's really interested.
I did not realize he got that far ahead.
New and Christian Horner aren't in that Ferrari pit stop. 2.9 seconds.
Russell. And George Russell just barely got ahead.
Turn 1 and ahead of Charles Leclerc. But here's crucial for Ferrari. Leclerc, by carrying on for a few more laps, is ahead of his teammate Carlos Sainz. We're only on lap 30 of this race so far. Make that lap 31 now as we start a new lap, and Leclerc is about 1/10 of a second closer to George Russell going into the DRS zone, and down he goes.
He did. That's such a good overtake. Holy hell.
George Russell will try and fight that back, but with an extra help in the DRS, Charles Leclerc's got it covered. That was a brilliant move there from Charles Leclerc. Down at Red Bull from Max Verstappen to pits. He did come in on lap 16, so his second and what should be final.
So Verstappen's already had 2 stops. what is it? Just a little over halfway through the race.
The Monegasque pits.
That's wait.
The hard tire.
He just pit on lap 30. Why is he pitting on lap 40? They did it again. They've done it again, haven't they? They've screwed themselves.
But he goes on to, wow, that's brave based on how it's been going with everybody else. And George Russell pits as well onto the medium.
There's Perez.
Okay, so Carlos Sainz and Lewis Hamilton, and then Leclerc.
George Russell.
Oh
Charles
my,
Leclerc
George Russell.
is on tyres
George
at
Russell
the
got
moment
screwed by
that
Mercedes too.
Might not suit him very well. Verstappen's closing in on Charles Leclerc to make the overtake on the track. George Russell is now down in 6th place. This is looking very nice for Charles Leclerc as they go wheel to wheel, for Max Verstappen I should say. They go wheel to wheel. Verstappen goes a bit deep, but he makes that overtake stick. So here's Verstappen. It's got a bit tasty down the main straight.
So why?
Under braking, they were pretty
Why
level.
did they do that?
Why did they
change that with the hard tires?
Control. Max Verstappen is the fastest man on this track, and he's currently running. Oh no! He's had a little spin. I was going to say he's the fastest man on the track. He's currently running ahead of Charles Leclerc, but he's had a moment there coming out of the penultimate corner. He stayed ahead of his teammate Sergio Perez. Perez has now got Russell right on his tail, but that's Russell getting past
Russell's going to
Sergio
make the
Perez,
overtake.
but not past Max Verstappen. And Charles Leclerc is ahead of this battle.
Oh, my prediction's not going to come true unless there's a major crash up front.
Oh, that's got to be water on the track or something. And that was just a lazy little loop.
I went on throttle and I just ran like inside Wilson.
DRS
so
wide
random.
open for Max Verstappen once again. He is closer than he was on the previous lap to Charles Leclerc. Leclerc dives down the inside.
How is Leclerc continuously getting beat?
So Max Verstappen now has a nice gap opening on the inside coming out of turn 1, and Verstappen is back ahead of Charles Leclerc. Russell is so much closer this time around, coming off the final corner.
Oh my God,
He's
now
got
George
wheel to
Russell's
wheel. He's
taking.
gone ahead,
How did
but
Carlos
Leclerc
Sainz
is
get
down
there?
the inside.
How did Carlos Sainz
And
end up
for
in
one moment, it looked
P4?
an awful lot more close than George Russell would have wanted as they went through that right-hander.
Also, Lewis jumped all the way from
now
2nd to 5th.
of Charles Leclerc.
All the stories are being written for tomorrow.
Is this his third
about
pit stop?
Ferrari strategy again. Look at that, he's fallen behind Hamilton and Perez. These are the critical corners for Hamilton.
I don't get it. So he had the first change at lap 30. He had another change to put on hard tires at 40. Then he had another change at lap 55 to go to soft. And you've given the race to Max Verstappen, essentially. That's unbelievable. It's actually unbelievable how much they played themselves.
We know if he comes up behind George Russell, he'll be obliged to move over quickly for him. You can't help but feel out front Verstappen's got enough speed and enough tyre.
Nearly got Carlos Sainz coming out of that final turn. He's going to get
Lewis Hamilton's going to take him.
halfway down the straight.
It might be a Mercedes 2-3. It might be a Mercedes 2-3.
Places in this
No way.
race once again.
How has Ferrari started 2-3 and they're going to throw their own strategy?
Again. Hamilton closes in on Russell once again. Russell goes down
George
the
Hamilton,
inside. Hamilton's going to have to go the long way
Lewis
round if he makes
Hamilton's
a
going
move
to take
there.
George Russell
The
here.
old switcheroo,
He's going to take
isn't
him.
it? Russell goes a bit deeper. Hamilton gets him on the exit.
I love that they're racing each other. There's no team orders.
What a great victory for Max Verstappen and
Wow,
Red Bull.
Verstappen starting from
Led the 50th race of
P10.
his career today, takes the 28th victory of his career. Max Verstappen from 10th on the grid comes home to win the Hungarian
And
Grand
Lewis
Prix.
Hamilton got fastest lap and
behind
P2.
him, from 7th on the grid, Lewis Hamilton takes 2nd place. Behind him, the man who started on pole, George Russell, for yet another podium, the 1-2-3, as it was at Paul Ricard last week. Verstappen, Hamilton, Russell.
Wow.
It's time to head to a summer break, put our feet up, recharge batteries, and come back ready for action at Spa. Ferrari were hoping to make inroads into Red Bull's advantage today. It didn't happen. They rather checked.
They did not, and in fact, they probably made it worse. I don't even know how Ferrari did that. I have no clue how they did that. George Russell officially passes Carlos Sainz on the Drivers' Championship right at the halfway mark. And George Russell's only 15 points behind Checo and 20 behind Shaw. And Lewis Hamilton is there too. Unreal. What happened, Ferrari? Listen, I can't even get mad. I can't even get mad at Ferrari. They are absolute bottlers. They're the Tottenham of F1. They're the Tottenham on the grid of F1. I don't know how they did that. I don't know how they did that. Pit Charles Leclerc 3 times to put hard tires up? I beg. I don't even know what they did to Carlos Sainz too. It's unbelievable how they messed up that strategy. I don't get it. But yeah, I mean, if there's a valid explanation out there, let me know what it is. But yeah, peace. I'm out. That's unreal. That's unreal amounts of idiocracy. I can't explain that. I can't explain that. Good job to Mercedes. Good job to Max Verstappen. Man, he's won the title. It's over. It's absolutely over. But yeah, peace.